What it do, YouTube? This is Brian, and you're watching We are on location. I'm getting ready to do this yard, but what I wanted to, I'm not going to record doing the yard. What I wanted to do was go over my lawn care setup for this year, 2023. I see a lot of videos on there, and I wanted to give you my perspective of somebody that's been in business for 24 years. So I'm gonna get the camera turned around and we're gonna do a walkthrough. It's not gonna be long, but it's gonna be in depth. So stay tuned. Before we get into it though, be sure and click the like button and the subscribe button and click the notification bell, especially if you're new to the channel. Also, share my videos, please. I know that you've got friends and family that, number one, would enjoy the content, and number two, that would learn something from the content of these videos. So share them, please. So I'm going to get turned around and we're going to get going. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to get started and I'm going to talk about, if you watch my channel any at all, you know that we call this truck, affectionately call it Clifford. And you've heard of Clifford the Big Red Dog? Well, this is Clifford the Big Red Truck. Clifford is a 2014 F-150, and yes, it is a 4x4. It is also an XLT. I didn't want a Lariat. I didn't want a King Ranch. This is a work truck. It's not a pavement princess. But anyway, this is the interior, and yes, I try to keep Clifford as clean as I possibly can, because on the weekends, the fam goes with me in, different places, and sometimes we drive Flossie's Jeep, and sometimes we drive Clifford. And I try to keep him as clean as I possibly can, so if the fam does decide to go with me, they've got a clean place to sit. This is the interior. Now, let's talk about the drivetrain. Let's talk about the powerhouse. Let's talk about the muscle. Clifford is equipped with a 6-speed transmission, and pulling that transmission, if I can do this one-handed, I'm gonna try. There we go. I almost got it. Hold on. Well, let me try it this way. Well, I'm gonna have to set the camera down. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, guys. Clifford is equipped with a 5-liter Coyote engine. It is basically the 302. It's a little dirty right now, but this motor is a beast. Now, my other truck that I called Gertrude, I will leave a link in the description below for the introduction of this truck and the retirement of Gertrude. But anyway, this truck has, I think it was the, I want to say 385 or 395 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. There you go. Usually the Gen 1s don't put out that kind of power, but this motor does. I don't know if it's been jazzed up a little bit or had some aftermarket parts put on it. I don't know, but that's what they told me it was producing at the time of purchase. And close the hood down. This is what Clifford looks like from the front. And yes, I am a huge Carolina Hurricanes fan. I am a Caniac through and through. Now, let's move on to the resting place, the home of the mowers, which is, if you saw the intro to this video, I named this trailer Leonard. And the reason why is because it is a Leonard trailer. Now, this trailer is overall, from this point here to the tailgate, it is 22 feet long. It has a 16-foot deck. From here to the tailgate is 16 feet long. Now, this piece of equipment here did not come with the trailer. I purchased this separately. As you can see, it is a Hallmaster tongue box. I purchased it from Harbor Freight. I like this box. The only thing I don't like about it is too small, but it works for me. Now, This is my latest purchase. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put another link in the description for the intro video on this machine. This is an Ariens Icon. Now, Ariens and Gravely, you see the Gravely back there, they're made by the same company, the Ariens Corporation. Gravely has been in business, I think, since 1929. And when the Gravely family, Mr. Gravely, passed away, the family sold out the patents and everything to Ariens, and but the only way they would do it, and Mr. Gravely set this up, the only way they would do it is if Ariens would agree to build the Gravely machines to the same specifications as he built them. And to this day, they have honored that request. This is an Ariens Icon. It is a 42-inch cut. That's where the 42 right there comes in at. And it's also right here on the pulley cover on the side of the deck. And it has a 21.5 horsepower Kawasaki engine on it. And it's got the hydro gear transmissions, one on this side and one on that side over there. Now, my weed eater racks did not come on the trailer either, and neither did my blower rack. Both the blower rack, as you can see right there, and the weed eater rack, they're all Equipment Defender racks. Also, my weed eater rack my weed eater line rack, my trimmer line rack, is a Equipment Defender trimmer rack. And I mounted it right here. It's got easy access. It does not stick out beyond the fender. Let me get lined up here. See, it does not stick out beyond the fender. And it's easy to access, and there's my cutter right there. I can spool off the line, stick it in there, cut it, and then I just put it right there to retain it, and I tighten this bolt up. So, before I go any further, let me talk a little bit about Leonard here. Leonard he has a 4-inch channel tongue. I'm trying to there you go. A 4-inch channel tongue. And the frame itself of the trailer, this is 3-inch channel. Now the channel iron goes all the way over to here. There we go. Goes all the way over to here. And it comes up like this. And then these braces, these side braces are put on. And then, well, actually sandwiched in between is the expanded metal. Now, this trailer with nothing on it weighs 2,280 pounds. So that's already a load for Clifford to pull, being that it's an F-150. Now, Leonard has 15-inch tires, 15-inch rims, and it has two 3,500-pound axles. And it also, now, Leonard did not come with these Gorilla Lift. I had to purchase these separately. I purchased them from the same company that I purchased Leonard from, and they installed them for me. Now, the cool thing about Leonard is he comes from the factory with these tailgate springs. There's spring assist. Also, I had a gentleman ask me the other day where I got this trailer from, and I told him, and he's got some heavier equipment that he needs a braced tailgate for. And I'll be honest, I've seen trailers with braces on them, like this, going like this, but I've never seen them with built-in. I've never seen another one with built-in ramps like this one has. Those two. That's unique. I do not see them like that every day. Now, the other part of my setup is Big Mama here, or as I like to call it, Big Red. This is a Gravely, as you can see right there, Gravely. It's not pronounced Gravely, it's pronounced Gravely. It is a Pro Turn 452, which means it's a 400 series, which coincidentally, they don't make the 400 anymore. They make the 100 to 200, and I think the 500 and the 600. I don't know why they quit making the 400, because all the 400 is the 200 series machine, the frame and everything, and then it has the air ride suspension, the air ride seat. That is not a suspension seat. That is an air ride seat. It has an air ride bladder underneath. And then it's got that adjustment wheel right there to adjust the height of the deck. That's the only difference between the 200 and the 400. I don't know whether the 500 is any different than the 400. I'd have to look into that, and I'm not going to speculate. But this is something else that I had to purchase separate and put on my zero turn. It is a Jungle Gym trimmer rack, and you put the trimmer on that, and that way you can take it with you. And when you come up to an obstacle you need to weed eat around, you stop, you get off, you grab your weed eater, your trimmer, whatever you want to call it, and you trim around it, and then you put it back on there and you keep going. It saves time and money and frustration. You don't have to walk a country mile. Now, something that not many people do, but you know, I'm a country boy. I can figure stuff out. As you can see, I do not have gas can racks on my trailer. Now, I will be honest. I built one time out of my own metal, and I had it mounted to the rack, and I had a thing over it. Well, I had it cabled. Well, my gas can got stolen. So I did this right here. Now, this looks redneck, I know, and I really don't care. It works for me. I just took me a 4x6 block right there and a 4x4 block right there, and I built me a little cubby hole for my gas can. Now, this right here is for all my yard implements, hand tools that I might need. They don't get used that often. As you can see, I've had that rake right there for quite some time, and the label on it's starting to fade, but I think I've used it twice. But it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So all I did here, I didn't buy an expensive rack for those. All I did is I took a piece of 6-inch PVC, and I put 2 bolts there. I put 1 bolt there. I put 1 bolt there, and I put 1 bolt there. And it is solid as a rock. You cannot knock it over. So anyway, I don't know that there's anything else I can say. I've been in business for 24 years. I did not start out with this. I started out literally with a push mower and a small weed eater. I put it in the trunk of my wife's car, and I went to work. And I built up. I finally bought my first trailer. It's at my shop. It's a 5x8. And then when I saved up my money, I was able to have a trailer custom built. It's a 14-foot. As a matter of fact, if you've seen my scrap metal video, and if you haven't, I'll put a link in the description below for that video. You can go look. That is the second trailer I bought, and I had it custom built. Well, when it got to where it wouldn't meet my needs anymore, and it started having some structural issues, in other words, it was becoming unsafe to pull it every day. Occasionally it's fine, but not every day. That's when we made the decision to purchase this trailer. It serves me well. That is my 2023 lawn care setup. Now, I don't have a lot of equipment. This is pretty much it. I have a hedge trimmer, a chainsaw, and and an edger. I didn't bring the edger today with me because I didn't really need it. I have the Stihl FS 131R and the Echo PB8010T blower. And that's pretty much it, because I'm a solo operation. I work alone. I work by myself. Occasionally my son Nate comes with me. If you've watched my videos any at all, you know you've seen Nate. But anyway, this is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV. Be sure and click the like button and subscribe button, and click the notification bell and share these videos, guys. Be sure to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until we meet again, folks. Have a good one.